Hey y'all, it is April 2nd, 2012, VEDA Day 2. Today I wanted to talk to you about a goal of mine, something that's kind of silly, but means a lot to me, and if I ever had the chance, I would like to accomplish sometime in my life. I went to a small Christian high school, and besides the fact that we had to take Bible classes all 4 years of high school and go to chapel every single Tuesday, my high school was fairly average, just like a normal high school. Except for the fact that we had one rule that is probably unlike a lot of other high schools, and maybe unlike a lot of even religious schools out there, was that we were not allowed to dance. And there were a lot of ideas out there about why that rule was in place and why they gave it that rule. But the main one that a lot of the students believed was that dancing led to sexual activity, and that's what we were told, and so we were not allowed to dance. The only people that were really allowed to dance were the cheerleaders, and even their choreography for their numbers were very closely monitored so that it wouldn't be too sexual or too, sexy or anything like that, I guess. And at the same time that I was in high school, I was not only heavily involved in dance at my dance studio, but I was also involved in dance, a group that was liturgical dance. And what liturgical dance is, it's a type of dance that's used to do praise and worship in church services or any other kind of worship type services. So on one hand, I was, doing the dance completely out of school time, and on the other hand, I went to school and was not allowed to dance at all. If you've seen the movie Footloose, the original one from the 80s, that's kind of how my high school life was. I was not allowed to dance, but on my free time, I danced. So my goal, the reason I tell you all of this, my goal in life is to create the very first dance group at my high school. Now, it may have to start out being a dance team or a dance class, a dance group after school, or even a liturgical dance group, if that was the way it needed to be. But I am so interested in, showing the people of the high school and the teachers and the faculty and whoever put that rule into place that dancing isn't necessarily sexual in what it is, and share with those people, how passionate I am about it and how much joy and good times it's brought into my life. And I'd really love to share that with the principal or the superintendent or whoever I need to go to let people know that dancing isn't all bad. And I realized that doing a religious topic for VEDA on the second day probably may not be the smartest idea, because I'm not out to change anyone's mind or, bash anyone's feelings or beliefs. But, I'm passionate about this, and I'd really like to walk into my principal's office or the principal's office at the high school and just tell them what I'm telling you guys and let them know why I feel this way and what I think I could do to maybe bring a better name to dance and the art of dance in general, because it's something I've been doing all my life, and now that I'm teaching dance, I'm really passionate about sharing it with other people. So there you have it. That's a goal of mine, something that I'd be interested in doing, and hopefully someday I will have the opportunity. So that is it for VEDA Day 2. Thank you so much for watching, if you've watched this, and I will see you tomorrow. Toodles!